Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, per your geographical location and per where you are watching us from. Greetings to you once again, my loved ones, all of you. I'm greeting you. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you people are fine. Everything is okay with you people. Even if there's a challenge, it is part of life. We're going to overcome it. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much for commenting and the suggestions and the encouragement you've been giving us, even with the right types that we do. These days we've been doing some right types. The videos will come and the right types will follow and all that. Thank you very much. I'm greeting all of you. Thank you very much. I'm really grateful and I appreciate your company. Yɛkyeakyea mo yɛkyeakyea obi biara yɛkyeakyea ankora biara yɛgu so a yɛ exome yɛ open up we are flipping the other side of the coin of things that we are doing. We are still on top of the third Abrahamic religion, which is Islam. You know, it is a lot. There's a lot in it. There's a lot in it, and that is why we are still on it because it is a religion that the reality of the religion is hidden from a lot of us. Yes, because the ideas and what the religion contains is in the books that most of us don't have time to read the books and we can't even understand them if we read them. The problem is that, you see, first of all, in order to understand something properly, you must read it well. One, you must read it well. Two, after reading it well, you analyze what you read. Three, you criticize what you read. But this is the issue that the language is difficult. The language of Islamic books is difficult. It's Arabic language. It is not our language. It is not our language. A religion that you cannot master it, you cannot understand what is in the religion unless you learn some other person's language before you understand. This is where the problem is. So we are opening up, we are digging out the tongue so that even if you are still in it and you are still doing it, you know what you are doing. You don't fight people over it, you don't kill people over it, you don't chase people over it, you don't cast people to hell because of the religion, because it earns nothing. So that is it. Now, the last video you've watched, we discussed the confusion in the date of birth. We are discussing the date of birth of the Prophet of Islam, Prophet Muhammad. The last video you watched, we told you how the confusion started. Now, in the second oldest Sirah book, which is known as Siratul Nabawiyah Ibn Hisham, there's a confusion in there. There's two problems there. There's a confusion, as I stated the other day. There's a confusion of the date being the day of Feel, the day of elephant, Amul Feel, the day of elephant, Amul Feel, and the year of elephant in the same book. So I read it to you and I mentioned it to you. And also, there is a problem of the issue of the day of elephant, the year of the elephant, because it's not possible. It's not really possible because the Abyssinians left Arabian Peninsula AD 569 AD 568 568 569. Abyssinians were driven out. Abyssinian for a year for Arabian Peninsula. The Khosrows, the king of Persia, sacked or drive away Abyssinians from Arabian Peninsula in the year AD 658 to AD 659. So, if Prophet Muhammad was born in AD 571, look at the difference. So, it is not Abyssinian. So, even the Amud field is questionable. The year of elephant is questionable. As if that one is not enough. The year of elephant, the birth of the year of elephant is questionable, as if that is not enough. And then comes the issue of the day and the year. Here in the year, the book, page 205, says the year of elephant. And below it, there's an argument, there's a confusion below it that it is the day of elephant, meaning the day of the invasion, the day of the expedition of Abraham, the leader, the army commander of the Abyssinians. It is the same day that Prophet Muhammad was born. In the same book here. And in the same book, he was born in the year that the expedition took place. And this is the confusion in the second oldest book. And you are fighting people over something that this personality brought. The personality that the date of birth of this personality is not known. The personality which is a shadow figure, a shadow personality in history. So if this is the right fundamental, this is the foundation, this is the very fundamental of the Islamic religion. The one that brought the religion, the founder of the religion, this is how his beginning has so many questions around it. And you think what he brought is so authentic and you think it is coming from any god somewhere. No, it is man-made. So this is the thing. So here alone, in the Hisira of Ibn Hisham alone, the date of birth is two. One, Amul Fil, the year of elephant. Two, Yawmul Fil, the day of the expedition of the elephant. So which is which? And then I added the third one. In the year in the year AD 571, Abyssinians were not colonizing Arabian Peninsula. Go check it out. Go read. Go do your research. Nowadays, nobody can lie to anybody. The fact is outside there. The fact is in our hands. So go read, go check it. In the year AD 571, Abyssinians were not colonizing Arabian Peninsula anymore. They were long gone because they left under the expedition of the Khosrows, the king of Persia, who is known as Khosrows or Anusharwan, who came to take them out in the year AD 658, AD 659. So how can you put the two? So this is it. So I told you count the books with me. This is first one, Asiratul Nabawiyah Ibn Hisham. The confusion of the death or the birth of Prophet Muhammad is here. Two things in there. Yawmul Fil and Amul Fil. The year of the elephant and then the day of elephant. Two different things in one book. This is enough, but let me give you more. If you remember the last video you watched, the last video we did, the last episode we did surrounding the birth of the Prophet of Islam, this was the last book I was holding, and I told you that we'll move into the next video, and this is the video. Now, this book is also Asiratul Nabawiyah, the biography of Prophet Muhammad, which belongs to Ibn Kathir, and I've said a little bit about Ibn Kathir in the other video. I said Ibn Kathir is one of the greatest elites in Islamic religion. One of the greatest elites in Islamic religion. Most of the Muslim scholars who do what they call tafsir, Quranic exegesis in their mosques, most of them use his tafsir. This is one of his books talking about the biography of Prophet Muhammad, the background of Prophet Muhammad. Now, there is something important here that I want to discuss with you. That still makes it confirm my point that Prophet Muhammad is a shadow figure. Nobody knows whether he has ever existed. Number one, Prophet Muhammad. You see, when I see other Muslim preachers saying the date of birth of Jesus Christ has problem, the date of birth of Jesus Christ has a problem, I laugh at them. The same thing applies to Prophet Muhammad. The problem you think the date of birth of Jesus have, the same problem the date of birth of Prophet Muhammad, the same thing, which is which. They seem to be fictional characters. They are not real. They are not real. So Prophet Muhammad is a shadow figure. Let's go here and continue. Here you've seen it in one book, two confusions, and I added my own research on it. In the Sirah Ibn Hisham, he says he was born on Amul Fil in the year of the expedition of the elephant. Or and then also people others say in the same book Yawmul Fil, in the day of the expedition of the elephant. Two different things. A day is not a year. Two different things. And I added that when you read the research, when you make research, when you go through books and read and put history together, you will find out that the Abyssinian troops, the Abyssinian colonial masters left Arabian Peninsula in the year AD 658 to AD 659. So AD 571, Abyssinians were nowhere to be found in Arabian Peninsula. So the history of Amrifil is a serious problem. And this problem will go all the way to touch the surah, the chapter in the Quran, which is known as the chapter of Fil, Surah to Fil, Alam Tara Kaifa. It will touch it because the date is a shadow date, which makes the surah a shadow surah. It is man-made term. Now let's continue to see how shadow personality Prophet Muhammad is. Now, we were told the father died before he was born. I know all of you have heard this. Yes. In the history, in the Asira to Nabawiya, it is there. The father died before he was born. And the father did not die in Mecca. The father died on a business trip. The father died. Abdullah died on a business trip. Right? Abdullah died on a business trip. He didn't die in Mecca. So Prophet Muhammad was born after the father has traveled. When the father is on a trip, on a business trip, that is when he was born. Now let's listen to what Ibn Kathir is saying. Now, Ibn Hisham confirms that yes, Prophet's father was not in Mecca when Prophet Muhammad was born and he died. So it means that the father has never had opportunity to see his son, nor has the son had opportunity to see the father. So Prophet Muhammad has never seen his father, and his father has never seen him. Now, this is what we know, this is what we hear, and it is in so many books. Yes, this one is one of them. Siratu an-Nabawi, Ibn Hisham. He also confirms this. Now, let's go here and see what Ibn Kathir, one of the Islamic scholars, Islamic elite, has to say. Now, there's a story here in page 247. This is what the story is saying. ثم ذكر Ibn Abbas, and Ibn Abbas mentioned in now that no, I really, this is not the one I want. I want this one is supporting the second one that I want. So I don't want the video to be too long. So let me go to the one I really want. This is the one I want. This one, the one in page 250. The other one that I wanted to read is part of it, but because of the longevity of the video, I want to go to the other one because this one that I'm reading right now contains the other one and other things. Now listen, this is what it says. Ibn Siratun Nabawiya, Ibn Kathir. He's saying that page 250, Waqala Abu Nuaym. Abu Nuaym says a reporter of Hadith. حدثنا Muhammad bin Ahmad bin al-Hasan. Another reporter said to us, who is known as Muhammad bin Ahmad bin Hassan. حدثنا Muhammad bin Uthman bin Abi Shayba. Another reporter called Abi Shayba also report to us. حدثنا Uqba bin Mukrim. Another reporter known as Uqba bin Mukrim also told us. حدثنا al-Musayyib. Another reporter known as Musayyib, the son of Shuraik, told us. حدثنا Muhammad bin Shuraik, and Muhammad bin Shuraik also told us. And all this chain of narrated to the point where he says, Kana bimarri Zahran Rahibun min ar-Ruhban. There is a place in Arabian Peninsula called Zahran. At that Zahran, there is Rahib, a rabbi, a Jew rabbi, a Jew rabbi. Yuda Isa or Isa. They call him Isa or Isa or Isa. Ainu Yaw Sword and Alif. That is the name of the rabbi, a Jew rabbi. Now listen, a Jew rabbi. I hope you are following. A Jew rabbi, min Ahli Sham. He is from Sham. He is one of the people from Sham. Now, وَكَانَ مُتَحَفِّظًا بِالْعَاصِ بن وائل. There is another person in Mecca who is known as Al-As bin Wa'il. He's a friend to him. He says, وَكَانَ اللَّهُ قَدْ آتَاهُ إِلْمًا كَثِيرًا. This Jew rabbi, Allah has given him plenty knowledge, even though he is a lost person. Jews are lost according to Islam. Jews are people that Allah is angry with them. the wrath of Allah is on Jews. But yet still, Allah has given the Jew rabbi knowledge. This is the confusion. Allah has given the Jew rabbi knowledge. وَجَعَلَ فِيهِ مَنَافِعُ كَثِيرًا. And Allah has put in so many beneficial knowledge into this Jewish rabbi, لِأَهْلِ Makkah. And the benefit of the knowledge of this Jew rabbi has benefited people of Makkah min tibin wa rifkin wa ilm. Yes. وَكَانَ يَلْزَمُ صَوْمِعَةً لَهُ. And he has a temple. This Jewish rabbi has a temple that he always stays in his temple. وَيَدْخُلُ مَكَّةَ فِي كُلِّ سَنَةٍ. Every year he comes to Makkah to visit. فَيَلْقَى النَّاسُ وَيَقُولُ. Every year this Jewish rabbi come to Makkah, meet people of Makkah, and he will say, إِنَّهُ يُوشَكُ أَنْ يُولَدُ فِيكُمْ مَوْلُودٌ. He says, it has there's it's a time will come that a child will be delivered to you, Ahlu Makkah, oh you people of Makkah. Yadinu lahu al-Arab. That child will subject the Arabs. Yadinu lahu al-Arab. That child will subject the Arabs. Wayamliku al-Ajam. And he will control and he will rule non-Arabs. Yadinu lahu al-Arab. He will subject the Arabs into his leadership. وَيَمْلِكُ الْعَجَمِ. And he will rule the non-Arabs. Ajam, the non-Arabs. هذا زمانه. And the Jewish rabbi say this is his time. وَمَنْ أَدْرَكَهُ وَاتَّبَعَهُ أَصَابَ حَاجَتَهُ. Whoever met the time of this boy or this young man, وَاتَّبَعَهُ, and he followed him, أَصَابَ حَاجَتَهُ, he will be successful. وَمَنْ أَدْرَكَهُ. Whoever met the period of this man, فَخَالَفَهُ, and he didn't follow him, after hajatahu, he will be lost forever. Wabillahi, and he said, I swear by Allah, the Jewish rabbi is swearing by Allah, ma taraktu ardul khamra wal khabir wal am. I've never left the land of white people or the red-skinned people to come here, or the land of peace and harmony to travel all the way to come and stay here. Wala halal to be ardel Joe. And I've never settled in the land where there's famine, wal boost and confusion, wal khawf and fear and panic. Illa fi talabihi. Now, in simple terms, it means that me, as a Jewish rabbi, I've not been traveling all the way from land to land without for nothing. I'm just traveling, going around, wandering, just looking for that child, looking for the town where the child will be born. A Jewish rabbi is saying this. Now, the people that are going to receive the prophet themselves don't know anything about the prophet. It is the Jewish rabbi who is telling them what the prophet is. This is the problem. Now, you see, when we tell you these things are made up of Christianity and Judaism and other religions, you don't get it. A Jewish rabbi is the one telling the people that will receive the prophet who the prophet is. It is funny. It is really funny. So that is it. وَكَانَ لَا يُولَدُ بِمَكَّةَ مَوْلُودٍ إِلَّا يَسْأَلْ عَنْهُ. And this Jewish rabbi always, anytime there's a baby, there's a child delivery in Makkah, he will ask about that child. And he continued to say, فَيَقُولُ مَا جَاءَ بَعْدَ. And then you see, they will ask him, there's a baby, there's a child, a child has been delivered, and they will ask the Jewish rabbi, and the Jewish rabbi will say, no, it's not the one. It's not the one. For you call the Lord for sifu. And then they will ask him to describe the boy that is talking about. For your la, and he will deny. وَيَكْتُمُ ذَلِكَ. And then he hides the description, the attribute, the way he looks like. He will hide it. لِلَّذِي قَدْ عَلِمَ أَنَّهُ لَٰكِن مِّن قَوْمِهِ. He is hiding the identity and the description of the child because of what he thinks his people will do to him. The other Jews, it is said that Jewish are the most enemy people to Muslims and Prophet Muhammad. So according to the narration here, the Jewish rabbi don't want to describe the child because he thinks that the other Jewish that don't like him will kill him. So the enmity between Prophet Muhammad and the Jewish did not start today. It seems like it has started since when Prophet Muhammad is in the womb. Interesting. 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 Now, makafatan ala nafsihi, and he is afraid on his own self because he thinks when he reveals the identity of the child to them, he himself they will attack him. They will come after him. And yakuna dhalika da'iyatan ila adna ma yakunu ilayhi min al-adha yawman. And they will come to him and they will cheat. They will come and harm him on all that. This is what the book is saying. And Ibn Hisham continued to say, وَلَمَّا كَانَ صَبِيحَةَ الْيَوْمِ الَّذِي وُلِدَ فِيهِ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ. When it is in the morning that Prophet Muhammad was born, خرج Abdullah ibn Abdul Muttalib hatta ata Isa. In the morning that Prophet Muhammad was born, Abdullah went to see the Jewish rabbi. Now, according to this, Abdullah traveled before Prophet Muhammad was born. The father traveled before Prophet Muhammad was born. According to this, the father died. Abdullah died on the way. He never saw his child. Ibn Hisham. I think people who call me a liar are thinking twice now. And some of them, I think they are regretting. Now, this is what Ibn Hisham is saying. The father Abdullah traveled. He was not around when his child was born. He's born. And he never came back to see the child. He died on the way. Now, listen. Ibn Kathir, one of the elite of Islamic religion. Ibn Hisham is also an elite. So, two elites has crashed. Nkramofoɔ ne ndiɛfoɔ mmienu, ɔmuti abom, yɛbɛhu amega hɔ. You will decide yourself. When we say he is a shadow figure, you think we're joking, right? Let's go. Rasulullah kharaja Abdullah ibn Abdul Muttalib ila Isa. The father Abdullah, according to Ibn Kathir, went to see the Jewish rabbi, meaning the father was around, contrary to what Ibn Hisham is saying. Now, let's go. فَوَقَفَ فِي أَصْلِ صَوْمِعَتِهِ. Abdullah, the father of Prophet Muhammad, stood at the entrance of the Jewish rabbi. ثم نادى, and he called, Ya Isa. He called the name of the rabbi, that's the name. فناداه, when he called him, Man hada, who is that? Said the Jewish rabbi. فقال, he said, Ana Abdullah, I am Abdullah. فأشرف عليه, and then the Jewish rabbi came to him. فقال, Kun Abba. Immediately the Jewish rabbi saw Abdullah. He says to him, Kun Abba, be the father of the child I have been prophesying about. Wow. You see, in Islam, anybody that claims to know the unseen is moka, is okonfo, it is shirk, it is paganism to claim to know unseen. So this Jewish rabbi that is talking about the unborn prophet, the prophet that is not yet born, and also looking at the father and say the father is the son, the father is the father of this boy that is prophesying. He's a pagan, he's kafir, he's a mushrik, he's a boka. So this Jewish rabbi is a boka. Boka is prophesying the coming of the prophet that his religion condemns boka. You see how confused you are. Onake will feel confused. Boka is prophesying the coming of someone that will bring the religion, that will condemn Boka. It's just like eating from a pot and saying the pot is stinky. What did you do? If you follow all our videos, Prophet Muhammad was made up, the personality Prophet Muhammad was made up by pastors, rabbis, brokers, akonfoɔ, any asɔfofoɔ, any Jewfoɔ, rabbifoɔ, they made Prophet Muhammad up. So this is the Kun Abba, be the father. فَقَدْ وُلِدَ الْمَوْلُودُ الَّذِي كُنْتُ أُحَدِّثُكُمْ عَنْهُ يَوْمَ الْإِثْنَيْنِ. Be the father for the child that I've been prophesying about to you people has been delivered يوم الإثنين, Monday. وَيُبْعَثُ يَوْمَ الْإِثْنَيْنِ. He was born on Monday. وَيُبْعَثُ يَوْمَ الْإِثْنَيْنِ. And he will be a prophet on Monday. He will be nominated for the prophethood on Monday. He was born on Monday and he will be nominated for the prophethood on Monday. Whoa. وَيَمُوتُ يَوْمَ الْإِثْنَيْنِ, and he will die on Monday. This is two sentence. He will be nominated for prophethood, or he will be made a prophet on Monday. On Sinton, it is a boka, a confudie, and it is the Jewish rabbi. This is wrong. This is haram. So the very beginning of Prophet Muhammad is haram. The very beginning of the founder of Islam is haram. So if the very beginning of the founder of Islam is haram, then Islam itself is haram. Let's go. Wayamutu yom al. And this Jewish rabbi continued to say this prophet would die on the day of on Monday. Like seriously, another haram. So many haram in this statement, and it is Ibn Kathir, your father in Islamic religion, who is narrating it. He will die on Monday. Qala. And he said, فَإِنَّهُ قَدْ وُلِدَ لِي مَا صُبِي مَوْلُودٍ. Now Abdullah is speaking. Abdullah says, today a child has been delivered for me. Qala, فَمَا سَمَّيْتَهُ. The Jewish rabbi asked Abdullah, which name did you give him? Qala. Abdullah said, Muhammadan. I gave him Muhammad. This is also a lie. This is a fabrication. Prophet Muhammad was not named Muhammad when he was born. No, it's never true. But we will get there. Qala. والله لقد كنت أشتهي أن يكون هذا المولود فيكم أهل البيت لثلاثة خصال نعرفه بها. He says, I know very well, and I was wishing and hoping that Prophet, this boy will come from your house because of three things I've seen. Because of three things we know about him. We know very well that he will be coming from your house. Now, the Boka aspect of the Jewish rabbi is going to be more exhibited. Obeying the Boka side in APA, the Boka side of the hymn is coming out more now. He says, Anna Najmahu Tola al-Bariha. His planet has appeared, has settled in the sky, al-Bariha, in the night. His star, his planet. This is some kind of astrology which Muslims call Boka. Now, Prophet was prophesied by his planet through astrology, and it is Boka in Islam. So, Prophet Muhammad, for his entire life, it is Boka people that have been with him all the while. So, you Muslims that are in Ghana here, that you are hungry, problem what are you saying about this? It is your father Ibn Kathir that is saying it. Anna Najma Utala Albaria Nistan in Suma, his star has appeared yesterday night. Wa anna wuli the yom. Because the star has appeared yesterday night, and no wuli the yom, he has been delivered today. Wa anna Smahu Muhammad. And also I also know that his name will be Muhammad. What an interesting boka, what an interesting okonfuo, and it is haram in Islam. But this is the beginning of Prophet Muhammad. It's like Prophet Muhammad has benefited from the boka, he has benefited from the pastors, he has benefited from the Jewish rabbi. After benefiting from them, he is condemning them to hell. So it's like biting the finger that is feeding you. This is what the books of Islamic scholars are portraying. That's the kind of portray Islamic books are given to Prophet Muhammad. Now let's go. انطلق إليه فإن الذي كنت أخبركم عنه ابنك. He says, oh, the Jewish rabbi told Abdullah, انطلق إليه, go to your child. For the boy I am talking about is your son that has been delivered. فما يدريك أنه ابني. And Abdullah asked him, how do you know it is that my child? ولعله أن يولد في هذا اليوم مولود غير. Maybe another person can give birth to another child today. The Jewish said, قد وافق ابنك الاسم. The name that we know that the child will bear, you've given him the name. ولم يكن الله ليشبه علمه على العلماء. For Allah does not confuse his knowledge upon the learned ones. The Jewish rabbi is saying Allah does not confuse his learned ones. So the rabbi is a learned one of Allah. Interesting. The rabbi, the Jewish rabbi, is a learned one of Allah, but Allah does not confuse them. And yet Allah has condemned Jews to hell. What a beautiful religion. What a peaceful religion. Now let's go. For in the hujjah, for Allah is a authentic narrator. وآية ذلك أنه الآن وجه. And what indicate that your child is the child I'm talking about? As we speak right now, the child is sick. As we speak, the child is sick. So the very day Prophet Muhammad was born, Prophet Muhammad was sick. فَيَشْتَكِي أَيَّامًا ثَلَاثًا. He will be sick for 3 days, according to the Jewish rabbi. Prophet Muhammad will be sick for 3 days. Now, I will tell you the reason for this sickness later. I will come back to this book. Now, he's sick right now as we speak. فَيَظْهَرْ بِهِ الْجُوءُ ثَلَاثًا ثُمَّ يُعَافِي. He will be sick for 3 days and you go hungry for 3 days because he's not going to take breast milk because oyare is sick, so you not take breast milk because he's sick, so he will sick for 3 days and then he will be fine. Fahfaz lisanak, shut your mouth. فَإِنَّهُ لَمْ يُوسَدْ أَحَدٌ حَسَدُهُ قَطْ. Nobody that will be envied more than him. So this is a Jewish rabbi saying this. Ibn Hisham, Ibn Kathir has brought it. Now, according to this narration, Prophet Muhammad's father was in Mecca when Prophet Muhammad was born. And according to this one, Prophet Muhammad's father was not at Mecca when he was born. This is saying different thing. This is saying different thing. This belongs to Ibn Kathir, one of the Islamic elites. This is Ibn Hisham, one of Islamic elite again. Both of them are crashing each other on the birthday of Prophet Muhammad and the incidents surrounding the birth of Prophet Muhammad. Now tell me, if you have a background in history, if it is not a shadow figure that will have this problem, who do you think will have this problem in history? Now let me take you to the last book before we take you to the next, before the video goes to the end, and then we take you to the next video. Now this is another book. This is a common book. It is in the market. It is called Ar-Rahiq al-Makhtum. Ar-Rahiq al-Makhtum. Ar-Rahiq al-Makhtum. It's common in market. It is there. Go ask that you want it. You will get it. Ar-Rahiq al-Makhtum. What did this book have to say about the birth of Prophet Muhammad? Let's see. Let's end the video with it. Listen and listen good. This is what Rahiq al-Makhtum has to say. Don't forget, in the book of the Ibn Hisham, Asiratul Nabawiyah, the second oldest book, he was born in the year of elephant, or in the day of elephant. Now, the date is on the 12th of Rabi al-Awwal, which is Monday, which was Monday. Now, let's see what this has to say. This Ar-Rahiq al-Matum, page 61. It is in the market. Now, listen and listen good. He says, page 61. He says, Wulida Sayyid al-Mursaleen, the leader of the apostles, Bishab Bani Hashim, was born in the family of Bani Hashim in Makkah, fi Sabiyat Yom al-Ithnain, in the morning, a Monday morning, at Tasi min Shahr Rabi al-Awwal, on the 9th of Rabi al-Awwal, 9th of Rabi al-Awwal. Ibn Hisham says on the 12th. Rahiq al-Makhtum says on the 9th. The author of this book is an Indian. He's an Indian. He really authored the book in Indian language and they translated it into Arabic. This book, Ar-Rahiq al-Makhtum, the author is an Indian and he authored the book in Indian language and then they translated the book into Arabic and they gave him award for writing these fairy tales. They gave him award. The man made money out of this book. Yes, we teach people. I was a lecturer. We were teaching people this book, so we know about the books. So on the 9th of Rabi al-Awwal on Monday, on the 9th of Rabi al-Awwal on Monday, in Ibn Hisham on the 12th. Now, 12 minus 9 is 3. 3 days difference between what Ar-Rahiq al-Makhtum is saying and what Ibn Hisham is saying. 3 days difference. Do you know the hour difference? The hour difference is that 3 days is 72 hours. 72 hours difference. On the 12th of Rabi al-Awwal, which was on Monday, according to Ibn Hisham. According to Mubarak Afori, the Indian author of Ar-Rahiq al-Maktoum, it is in the market. It was on the 9th of Rabi al-Awwal. 3 days difference. If not a shadow figure whose birth is going to have this type of problem, does this make any difference? Is it not the same as the date of birth of Jesus Christ? They are the same thing. They are fictional figures, they are fabricated figures. It has been masterminded by some people, and today you are chasing people to hell because of distance. On the 9th, on the 12th, the father was not around when he was born. Someone says the father was around. We go explain tire. We are not done yet with the birth of Prophet Muhammad. Meet me in the next video. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, and share. Suggest. Now our videos, you get half on on Facebook, and the remaining will go on YouTube, so that we can build the YouTube page as well. Thank you very much. Until we meet again, I say to you, bye bye.